I'd like to thank the council today for the opportunity to be here to address the issue of, to ensure we can continue to keep cell towers out of our neighborhoods and out of our schools. Because of the controversy at Coleman Middle School, we had the chance to review the city's zoning code and found that for the most part it offers significant protection. The fact that several years ago you removed a number of neighborhood schools from the overlay map is very positive, and we believe it prevents a situation similar to that which happened in the county. But there are a few issues, and the few important changes, we feel this code can function better. We forward to each of you an electronic version of these recommended changes, which I can quickly summarize if the Elmo is available. You notice that currently some schools are allowed a cell tower by right, others require an S2 variance. Under our proposed changes, no towers will be allowed on school properties, and we define a setback of 1,500 feet from the schools. Today, towers are allowed in city parks. Following our amendment, our recommended changes, they'd still be allowed but not co-located with fire rescue facilities. Currently, there's a residential setback of 100% of the tower height. We would expand that in our recommended changes to 300%. Buffering and screening is required, but not at schools or city-owned property. That kind of seems to be an error, perhaps, in the construction of the ordinance. We would just make those changes to require buffering and screening of all towers. And there's some insurance requirements we don't think are defined, and we're recommending some particular coverage. The most significant change is the 1,500-foot recommended setback requirement from school. And the rationale for that setback can be seen in this chart, and it'll make a lot more sense if it's hopefully not 180 degrees backwards. You can see that the maximum ground level RFR occurs at about 700 feet from the tower source, with a decline to approximate background at about 1,500 feet, and that's the basis for this recommendation. Now, a quick calculation indicates this removes less than 20% of the total land area in the city as potential tower sites, and much of this is already developed to homes anyway, so we don't believe that this is an onerous restriction. Lastly, I believe there's a chance here to prevent us all from moving down a slippery slope caused by the ever-famous law of unintended consequences. I'm sure you're all familiar with the concept of environmental discrimination. In a simplistic sense, this is the idea that high-income neighborhoods get country clubs while low-income neighborhoods get hazardous waste dumps. The school district says they need the money. Based on their funding model, lower-income schools need cell towers to generate revenue, but schools serving high-income neighborhoods don't need towers if parents can step up to financially support the school. This truly screams of environmental discrimination, and it should not be the policy of the school district. If these changes are ultimately approved by the council, the school district will be forced to provide a safe environment regardless of school affluence. We don't believe towers belong on school sites or in residential neighborhoods.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.